Although we haven't found dinosaurs in Michigan, we have other great ancient mammals, the mammoths and the mastodons. Mammoths were taller on average, while mastodons were shorter and stockier. What do you think these objects are? They're teeth. This white tooth is from an Asian elephant, this tooth is from a mammoth, and this tooth is from a mastodon. Look at the elephant tooth next to the mammoth and the mastodon tooth. Compare them. Do you think mammoths and mastodons ate food similar to those of an elephant? Which one do you think ate foods more similar to those of an elephant? Who do you think is more closely related? Fun fact, mammoths and Asian elephants are actually more closely related than mammoths are to mastodons, and than Asian elephants are to African elephants. Based on what you know about diet, which of these environments do you think the mammoths lived in? Which do you think the mastodons lived in? Based on their tooth structure and where we find their bones, we know that mammoths and mastodons occupied fairly different environments during the Ice Age. Mastodons lived in open woodlands and browsed for twigs, pine cones, and shrubs. Mammoths grazed like elephants, eating plants like grasses and wildflowers. Paleontologists have even found the remains of some of these plants in mummified mammoth stomachs. Based on the way these teeth are shaped, we can tell that mammoths ground their food like elephants, moving their jaws forward and backward. Mastodons crunched their food by moving their jaws side to side. You've probably seen tusks before. Do you know whether they're teeth or not? They are. They're modified incisors. In humans, incisors are flat, shovel-shaped teeth at the front of our mouths. Tusks, similar to teeth, have hard enamel on the outside and dentin on the inside. The pulp of the tooth is located within the animal's tusk sockets. Mammoths had more curlier tusks than mastodons. Tusks grow by adding new dentin to the inner cavity, or the inside of the cone that's closest to the face. Once it forms, it stays. This creates a continuous record of growth in the tusk. If you chop the tusk off at any point, you can see a series of concentric circles with the newest dentin at the center. There are rings, similar to tree rings, that represent individual years of growth. The dark band was made in the winter months, and the light band was made in the summer months. You can look at these layers to find out how old the animal was and the season the animal died during. They can also tell you the health of the animal during different years, just by showing you how thick the layers are. They can even see when the animal was pregnant, because pregnant females gave most of their nutrients to their baby, making their own tusk layers very thin. If you had tusks, how many layers would they have? Remember, there's one layer for each year of your life.